Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is KairoS and welcome back once again to Let's Play Silent Hunter 3. As you can see, we are back on the surface after that nearly disastrous air attack that we had last episode. Apologies for my enforced absence. It's been a while since I've done any recording, but I have been spending time with my girlfriend and she's just gone back to America, so a little bit more free time on my hands now, and I can hopefully devote some of that time to recording. Now, let's have a look at this map, shall we? CG 94, I believe, is where we're going next. I don't like where we are here. This is too dangerous. I think we need to get out of this grid. There are too many aircraft. I will stay on the surface for now. The men are just holding on for dear life here, trying not to get swept overboard. But I'll stay on the surface for a little while. The skies are still pretty clear, but we should be okay with aircraft if we're careful. So we'll just keep a sharp eye out. I've got my best men on deck, and we'll try and skedaddle away from this area, and hopefully we'll have less air attacks once we're out of the area. I will let you know if we have any action along the way. Otherwise, I'll see you up here in CG 94. Okay, we're just surfacing this boat. We had to dive to avoid aircraft, of course. They didn't spot us, but they did fly overhead, so I thought it would be wise to just stay away, and here we come right now. Just surfacing, and here we will stay. Hopefully we don't have any more trouble from aircraft. We'll stay up here and probably go to a head standard to try and get out of this area as quickly as I can, and just have to hope that they don't have any night fighters looking for submarines right now. Well, would you look at this? We've just gone ahead standard. In fact, I'm going to go to head full because we have a ship. We've reached CG 94, and it's on its own, just paddling due west. However, it's not particularly large, so I don't think it's going to be worth a torpedo. Maybe one torpedo if we can catch it, but it's going medium speed, and yeah, it's getting along quite quickly indeed. So what we might do is just turn around. Let's go head flank. We'll see if we can get an intercept on it, but I'm not entirely confident in this one. I'm not even sure if it's hostile. It's out there somewhere. We're turning, so it's going to be difficult to see. There it is. It's a merchant ship, alright, and it is getting along pretty quick. It looks like a tramp steamer or some such, but one way or another, whoa, we're getting some pretty big seas here. One way or another, we're going to try and intercept it, and sorry, I was leaning into my microphone there. We're going to try and intercept it, and we'll see if we can get a shot off at her. I'll let you know when we're in position, if indeed we can get it to position. Okay, I've been 315ing her, as you can see, and she has changed course. I need to mark her about now. As soon as we get the next update, right there, that's about right. And it looks like she is... Yeah, I still can't see her, I don't think, very easily in this darkness, but she has changed course, which is fantastic for me because I'm over here. So we might actually go to periscope depth in a moment. As a matter of fact, we might go to periscope depth now. Let's do this. I think we'll be fine to intercept her now, providing she stays on this course. She could be zigzagging, so she might come back up here again in a moment. But of course, I have no idea if she's friend or foe at this point still. But at least we know what course she's going, and we do know we can get rid of this. And we do know that it's either a tramp steamer or it's a what do you call it? Like a small merchant of some kind. It's a small ship, so it should be easy to identify. I think she might be going about 10 knots. Actually, I need to check that right now. I had 10 before, and I have 9 this time, maybe 10. So she's going maybe 9.5, 10. I think closer to 10, if I had to guess. Yeah, basically, we should be good. We should be good. I'm just going to stay down here for a little while. When she gets a bit closer, yep, we can hear her. That's great. Where are you? Where are you? Well, the sound man is adamant that she's out there somewhere. I'll take his word for it. But yeah, I'm going to move into position, which Shouldn't be too hard now. And let's see if we can get a visual on her. Alright, she's off at 70 degrees, and I think it's time to have a peek and see what we're dealing with here. Okay, that's up 70 degrees to off to starboard here. So there it is. Easy to spot with the smoke, even in this darkness. That's already maximum magnification. I was looking for it earlier, but I still can't see the flag. Just the silhouette. We're going to have to get really close if we're going to identify this. Otherwise, we'll be shooting at a target that could be neutral. I'm reasonably sure... Oops, that's not the right one. N. I've been playing Silent Hunter 3, and the hotkeys are all... Sorry, Silent Hunter 4. This is Silent Hunter 3. What am I saying? The other one. And the hotkeys are all messed up. So I keep on pressing the wrong buttons. Where are we? We're looking for smaller ships. It could be any of these. Could be a coastal freighter. I doubt it's a coastal freighter. It's probably a tramp steamer. But I'll go through that in my own time. No, it's not a small freighter. It's not a actually, maybe it is a coastal freighter. It looks like a coastal freighter, doesn't it? All right. Well, I'll could it be a coal freighter? On its own there? It'd be nice if it was. I don't think I've shot at one of those before, but I don't think it is because this, the bridge is at the back. Anyway, I'll let it get a little bit closer. Drop the scope for now, and we'll have a shot at her if we can identify her. Of course, in this darkness, it's going to be very difficult to see the flag, and I'm not too keen on the idea of shooting at a neutral ship. But we'll keep creeping closer. Let's get a little bit more speed and see what we're dealing with. Okay, we're about as close as we're ever going to get. Now is the time, and I've barely left any time to set up the torpedoes. I'm actually not entirely sure if we're going to be shooting at this one, even if it is enemy. It's barely worth wasting a torpedo on. Where are you? There you are. What are we dealing with? Up scope, please. We might have to pop up a little bit. I think that is French. Is it? Oh, maybe not. I can't identify it in this light. So this is a call that commanders would have to make sometimes if you're not sure. It looks English to me. I think it's British, and it's got a gun on the back, I think. So I'm going to say that's British. We need to find out what it is, though. It looks to me like... I don't know what it is, to be honest. Well, it could be a coal freighter, but I can't see a bridge at the front there, so thinking what it might be is a tramp steamer. Let's have a look here. Let's go through all these. Okay, no, let's not go through these. Let's go back, because I know that the tramp steamer was back here somewhere. It's not that. It's not that. It's not that. It's none of these. We're back into the bigger ships now. Could it be that? Nope. I'm not entirely sure if it's friend or foe, if I'm being perfectly honest. I cannot see in this light. Let's put on the night vision just quickly. Yeah, that looks like it's British. So let's keep looking. Coastal freighter. Let's see, can we see the mast sticking up there? One mast. I don't know if it's that either. It certainly looks like it could be. I don't see what else it could possibly be. Nope. Could it be that? Nope. Okay, it's got to be a coastal freighter. I'm trying to find the mast. It looks like it's missing a mast, but it's so damn dark I can barely tell. Well, that helps, that flash of lightning there. I'm going to say it's a coastal freighter. Okay, so that's good. We've identified that. What's its draft is 7. All right, let's set up these torpedoes and get an angle on bow while we're at it. I need to learn to do this quickly, but at the moment I'm a little bit out of practice, so let's just do this the old-fashioned way. I think she's going 9.5, maybe 10 knots. She's 70. Okay, angle on the bow is 70 degrees to port. Lock. Speed is close to 10. We're going to say 9.5. About that. Let's just look at the torpedo we're going to be using. Let's use one of these type 1s. So we'll use tube 1. We're running out of time fast now. How far away is she? She's about 500. I don't really have time to mess around with the... I'm going to say 550. I think that's right. There. No, wait a minute, that's not. Yeah, that is right. There we go. Again, sorry, it's been a while since I've actually used this thing. So, just, no, that's completely and utterly wrong. What am I doing wrong? I'm going to set it for 1,000. What the hell? So we're looking at this now. That's much better. It is about 1,000. Okay, torpedo, we've got to set it for 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll set it for magnetic. We're going to set it for medium speed. I think we've got to find out, people. Open tube 1. Let's lock on that. Let's aim straight down the middle. Gyro angle's good. Good as it's going to get now. We've left it a little bit late. Tube 1. Oh, let's just quickly put an officer in here, shall we? Weapon officer. Which we should have had anyway. Okay, I think we're ready now. Tube 1. Los. And now we just have to wait and see whether we get it. That was quite a sloppy attack. Most of my attacks are pretty sloppy. I've never claimed to be a pro at this game. And it's amazing how quickly practice throws you off. Let's see, did I get everything right? Did I get the speed? I'm pretty sure I did set the speed for 10. But, let's have a look in here. Yeah, I set the speed for 10. So we should get a hit. Yeah, that should be a hit if I've got the gyro angle. Ooh, okay, well, we'll see. Got it. Oops, sorry about that. That's the periscope flipping out, but we did get it. We did get it. Well done, lads. Whether or not that goes down is another question. It looks like it was enemy, though. That looks like a British flag, for sure. Okay, that's one attack we can say was moderately successful. I actually aimed a little bit too far ahead, but it did go off with the magnetic pistol, so hopefully that would have done quite a bit of damage to her. We'll track her for a little while. She's not going anywhere. Let's get some speed, and we'll see if she starts to sink, shall we? We just had a huge explosion, and there she goes. She's gonna go straight to the bottom there. Fantastic work. Not a chance for these men, I don't think. That's looking pretty bad. They launched a flare, so we can see what's going on up here. But yeah, she's about to go to the bottom. Oh, bloody, what a mess. Look at that. I mean, that is a lot of wreckage, and there are people still alive in the water there. That is distinctly unpleasant. Right, I've just started reloading this torpedo here. We did well to get that ship with just the one. And it's time to plot a course. Again, I will stay in this grid. but I'd like to move away from where we had that action, just in case they send aircraft down there, or rescue ships, or worse, destroyers. But I'll make a nice, neat, standard patrol pattern just along here. I'll neaten this up in a minute because I like nice straight lines on my chart, and we'll do that kind of thing for a while, maybe a day or two, if we don't get too much trouble. The weather is still pretty choppy, but we've that's a good thing. We need that cloudy sky so that we can avoid aircraft. Of course, it does mean that if an aircraft does happen upon us, it will be right on top of us, but generally speaking, I think this kind of weather is good for Gibraltar. So we're going to take advantage of it, and we're going to patrol around here for the next day or two, I think. That's if we don't get spotted by warships first, of course. Okay, well, it's the 22nd of July now. We sank that ship on the 22nd, okay, today. But it was, I suppose it was early, the small hours of today. It's now the afternoon, I believe. Yeah, 1300 hours, thereabouts. And as you can see on the map, we have a contact. I just went to periscope depth. The weather out there is pretty terrible. Visibility is poor. But, of course, we can hear. So let's go to the hydrophone, have a listen. It's moving away, apparently. So, can anyone hear that? Bearing 9. Ah, there it is. Sounds like a merchant to me. Alright, well, I'm going to pursue it, so we'll cancel this weak horse here. And think about what we're going to do. Obviously, I'm going to track it for a while, just stay down here and listen, see if it's going away from us. I mean, we know it's going away from us, but in which direction away from us? Looks like it's heading in a northerly... Maybe it's heading up this way. In a northwesterly direction. I hope it is, because then we might be able to intercept it more easily. But we'll see. I'll do some time compression just quickly, actually. Let's do that. Up to 30. Yeah, it is moving away, by the looks of things. Yeah, it's moving away. We might not be able to catch it, but I'll have a go. We'll surface the boat. We know it's heading in a general... It seems to be heading more or less due east, so we'll race along at a head flank, cover this, let's say, 10 kilometers, and then we'll go to periscope depth again and see where she is then. Well, apparently the visibility isn't too bad after all. We've spotted her at only 6. Oh, look at that. Okay, we're gonna have to go to periscope depth just quickly and get around that, because I don't want to get spotted. If we get spotted, that could be a problem. We're going to have to put a bit of distance between us, but at least we know what direction she's going. She's going, if we draw a line along her beam, we can get an idea of exactly what her course will be. It's something like that. So we should have an idea of how to intercept her. And we also know the visibility is about 6 kilometers. So that's fine. We'll just let her drift away a little bit. I'll go back to the surface in a moment, and then we'll continue ahead flank to try and get ahead of this ship, which is moving quite quickly, I think, because I'm taking a little bit of time to get up to her. So we can actually make it even more precise by doing that, I think. All right, we know what we're dealing with. Whatever that was, it was big, and it's definitely going to be worth shooting at, and it's also alone, very importantly. So we should be good here. I'll let you know when we're in position. Okay, I'm just going to raise the periscope now and have a look. We might not have very much time. I hope I can remember how to use the... Whoa, there it is. That, we know exactly what that is. Let's lock onto that. I've slowed the engines down as much as they will slow down. We are going to be shooting at minimum range, so let's do this now. We need to very quickly find this. Let's drop this scope quickly. Jump. Where am I going? Wrong way. I don't know where I'm going. Let's just click through these. I wish there was a quicker way to do this. I really do. But we know what it is. It's a large merchant. Another large merchant. All on its own. This is definitely going to be worth a couple of torpedoes. Have I gone through it? I must have gone past it. I'm an idiot. Oh man, it's just one of those days, I guess. There it is. Okay. Haven't got long at all. Okay, the visibility isn't as bad as I feared it might be, so let's lock onto that and enter that now. What we do need to do is I need to remember how to do this. Oh dear. I need to remember how to do this speed thing. So let's do this. Alright, let's just time it. A moment, let's bring this down. And click. So we're going to let this pass by. Sorry, had a bit of a mental blank there. I think that's about right. It's going to be about 6.5 knots, 7 knots maybe. I don't know. I need to learn to use that thing better. But we're going to guess 7 knots. So now we need to set up the rest of it. It's 90 degrees. Let's do this. Oh, God. Stay where you are, please. Okay, it's going to be 90 degrees. I think it's going about 7 knots. Tried to take the speed there, but it didn't exactly work for me. So let's set 5, 6, 7. Let's set it for about that. 7 knots. Set it for 90 degrees to port. This is the best we can do. Range. What is the range? I don't know. Let's have a look at the map quickly. 500. Range. 500-ish. Let's get a weapons officer in here right now. I think we need to be ready to fire. We're going to set up the torpedoes. Where are we? Oh, God. Let's set them for impact this time. Let's just set them to 6. Alright. Set them for impact. I think we're ready to go. We've got to fire now. Open tubes 1 and 2. Gonna unlock that. Tube 1, straight down midships. Fire. So waited for that to go off. Tube 2, we'll aim at the bridge here. Fire. Okay, I'm really not happy with that solution. I'm not sure how much of that I actually filmed properly, but I had a little bit of trouble with this because the numbers run out here, and then I had to kind of think quickly, wait a minute, 150, where is that on this? And I think it's here. So, I don't know, I'm just going to have to learn to read this wheel a bit better because it threw me off there. This is a big ship, and we're just going to have to see, whoops, what am I doing? Just going to have to see if we get any hits. Let's have a look quickly here. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. Oh, 1 dud. I should have set them to magnetic. I got 1 dud and 1 straight past the bow there. So that's terrible. That is a terrible result. There's a torpedo. There it goes. And the other one was a dud, and it should be sinking down there somewhere. That's very, very annoying because that's a very large ship and it's definitely worth shooting at. So I'm going to continue to chase it. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a very, very silly attack. That is a big ship and I'm not letting it go. So let's keep going. Let's keep chasing this thing until we can actually catch it. This is getting very annoying. Very annoying indeed. Alright, let's do this. We want the draft set for 9. Let's set it for 9.5. Magnetic. Open tube. Just make sure, yep, good, we're all good. I think we can get one now. Let's have one more look in here. I think that's all ready to go. The range is off, but it's going to have to do tube 3. Tube 3. Fire. Let's see how this one does. Okay, where is it? Right there. Alright, looks like it's going to miss. Let's do some time compression. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe not. If that pistol is alright, we would have made up for lost time. Let's keep our scope up. Should be getting an impact about now. Yes, straight down midships. Got her. Okay, that's more like it. That's what we were aiming for. In fact, I would have got her on the first attack, except I set the pistols for magnetic. So I did do all right there. I just kind of panicked, as I often do in this kind of rough weather. I don't like taking quick solutions, but that is better. I'm almost tempted to fire another torpedo at her at this point, actually. But we won't. We will shadow her. We'll be patient, because my main mistake this episode has been lack of patience, because I have been out of the game for a week or two now, and I'm kind of out of practice. But we'll follow her for a while and watch, try to keep her in visual, watch what happens. Let's slow down. And yeah, maybe even reload the torpedoes if we can. I don't know if we can, but men are getting tired. I'll have to do some rearranging of the crew in a moment, but I can do that off screen. For now, let's just keep an eye on this big old merchant, which very foolishly has been paddling around all on her own here. Yeah, I've got a pretty good feeling that unless they send the Navy in, we will get her now. She doesn't seem to be doing too badly though, so maybe she's not too severely damaged. We shall see. For now, I'm just going to shadow her and hope that we can get a chance to put another torpedo in her very soon. Okay, this is most distressing, but this ship has been bobbing here for a good hour now, and it's making noises that would suggest, although we probably won't be able to hear them here with our engines going. I think you should be able to hear there. She's making noises that suggest she's going down, but I don't think it's going to happen, honestly. Yeah, you can hear her there. Yeah, right there. So she's making noises that suggest that she's going to go down, but she just seems to bob. They've launched a boat, but we're not getting the kill, so it looks like we're going to have to use a stern torpedo. Let's do this. Set this for about 90 degrees. She's stopped dead in the water, so we shouldn't have to worry about this too much. 0. The range is... So if that's 1,000, it's about 500. And we're going to use probably impact pistols this time. Again, this we can set to medium, because it is a type 1 that we'll be shooting. And let's make sure it is actually aiming where we want it to. I think that's fine. Let's set it for 5 meters. 5 meters. Do we still have the weapon officer there? That's good. And let's put some men in the torpedoes. Let's get them ready to go. I think that solution is all good. Double check it one more time. Yep, we're going to aim straight under her funnel. So let's unlock that. Tube 5, is it open? I think it is. Opening tube 5, and it's open now. This has been very embarrassing, this episode. 4 torpedoes for 1 ship, but that's why you need to keep practicing. Tube 5, loss. This shouldn't take long at all. I'm a little bit disappointed that we had to do this. I was really hoping she'd go down with 1. And she's dead in the water, she's done. But I can't afford to wait any longer, and I want the confirmation that we got what we were aiming at. So you can see the wake going along there. We're very close still. Let's just stay out. There we go. And she's going straight to the bottom. That's what I'm looking for. So now we will definitely see her drop real fast. In fact, did we break her back? No, we just shook her around a little bit. You can see some real damage done there. I mean, it's worth it. I've certainly fired 4 torpedoes and got worse results, so I'm not too unhappy about it. I'm just really annoyed by that first attack that cost me 2 torpedoes for nothing. That's very clumsy. Very clumsy on my part, and again, that was mostly because I looked at this and got thrown off. So I really need to practice with this wheel a bit more because I'm obviously not as good with it as I pretend to be. But she's about to make a plunge now. She will sink, and we can say right home and say that we've got another 10,000 tons in the bag. So we've got over 20,000 tons of shipping this patrol so far, and we've still got a few torpedoes left, enough to do some damage. We have enough for another reload. So if I'm careful with conserving them, we might get a very successful patrol yet. But I need to be a bit more careful about how I use these torpedoes. That's for sure. Okay, well, all things considered, I don't think that's too bad a result. We got about 12,000 tons in the space of 24 hours, and we didn't have to worry about destroyers dropping eggs on our heads, which is nice. The problem is we used up 5 torpedoes to do it, which obviously is not very professional on my part. But still, we've got enough torpedoes here to reload, full reload, and then some left over as well in the reserves. I have to wait till the men have had a bit of a rest before I do that, though. And we've got to make good speed to get out of this area before the RAF show up. So anyway, I think I'll call this episode to a halt here. We're going to move to the next grid, I think, now. So we'll just chug along. And in fact, we've actually got an update for a ship over there as well, which is heading in our direction, I think. Yes, east-northeast, so we might end up intercepting that next episode, but you're going to have to wait till next time to find out. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Sorry about the rather clumsy targeting on my part. This has been KairoS, and I'll see you all in the next episode.